Chico, where is Paz?
She's dead.
All right, High-Rez Review Season 2 with Diego, El Jefe, now revealed as Diego on the Let's Play show,
Oh no.
and Atmosphere.
Hey.
What are we looking at today? Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, right?
Right. Yep.
What you think, man?
I thought it was really fun. I thought gameplay wise, it was really good, and controllers took me a little bit to get my head used to trying to play it like an Xbox controller, with having to use the L2 and the R2 instead of L1 R1. But after that, it just took like 5 minutes.
Out of the two of us, you're the one that has the most Metal Gear Solid experience.
Yeah.
I actually remember distinct memories of you watching you play Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
How does this stack up? It must have evolved a lot from that point, right? I mean, some obtuse controls, that's always been a little bit of my issue with Metal Gear Solid, but trying it out, I mean, it felt great.
Yeah. Control wise, huge improvement. The little things that they put in there, like the interrogations, updating your map with the info, and I thought that was really good.
I thought that was really cool as well. One of the things that I very much liked was that it just felt modern. It was a lot easier for me to get into this game because the controls had this huge modern overhaul. Everything felt right. Like everything I wanted to do, I could do the way I would expect to do it.
Yeah. The gameplay was solid enough for the old ones, but it was vastly improved for this.
There are a couple things they added to this one, right? Like there's the reflex mode. That wasn't in anything else.
No, your bullet time.
I liked it because I fuck up a lot. Do you think it made the game too easy? Like, because you're a Metal Gear Solid veteran, like, how do you feel about that? Because I know you can shut it off, which is great if you don't like it.
I thought it was pretty cool. The first time it came up, it was a very panic situation for me, so. It felt very adrenaline rush-like, so it felt really cool to be able to, like, throw yourself in that moment. Oh, if I don't take this guy out, he's gonna tell everybody.
It does introduce some pretty clench moments, because it's like, shoot that guy!
Yeah.
Like, trank him in the face!
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy, too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can do stuff like drive, you can mark things on your map, you can explore. I don't know, it felt pretty open to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to help me out with the story, though, because here's the thing. If you're a newbie, this game does not try to tell you what the fuck is going on.
No.
Like there's an opening cutscene where there's a dude that looks kind of like Skeletor, and he's like got his troops, and they all got a patch that says Fox, but it's backwards, and like all this I'm sure everything has meaning, but it's just completely flying over my head. I'm assuming you need to play Peace Walker, or
I'm gonna tell you. Even seeing that, I still have no idea what's going on.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
so it's not just...
It's going to have to be like Phantom Pain stuff revealed.
So I take it that you understand a couple of things if you played Peace Walker?
Yeah.
Because I know there's Paco, and then there's
Chico.
God damn it. Yeah, Chico and Paz. Those are characters from
Peace Walker.
From what I can tell, the story is that presumably you're playing Big Boss from Peace Walker.
Yeah.
And essentially Paco gets captured, and you have to go rescue him. Chico gets captured. You have to go rescue him. And while you're there, you also have to rescue Paz. And then if I tell you more of the story, it kind of ruins the rest because, I mean, that's kind of all there is to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The game plays really well. It's really good. Like, I have limited experience with Metal Gear, but the game is like 30 minutes long, dude.
Yeah, I know. But then there's for those perfectionists who want to like race against the time, see how fast they can do it, check out the new areas, new shortcuts. Then there's a lot of side missions as well.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, I guess you're making a good point. Is that there are side missions, and then you can. It's like a small sandbox, so it's set up for you to keep trying new things.
Mm-hmm.
That's all fine, except that for me, who's like a casual Metal Gear player, I beat it once, and I wasn't super interested in doing it, 2 or 3 more times. I mean, I checked out the side missions, but I had no interest in going back in there and trying to save Chico faster than I did last time.
Yeah, neither did I. I thought it was a pretty good little bone thrown at us until actual Phantom Pain comes out.
And that is essentially what it is, right? Like they're just throwing us a bone. but they're charging us $30 for it.
Yeah.
This is essentially John from the Let's Play told me that it's essentially the tanker mission from Metal Gear Solid 2. And, it's the prologue to the Phantom Pain. I wouldn't be surprised if they include this in the Phantom Pain as the first thing you do in the game, like kind of like the tanker mission.
I would see it being as in like really quick cutscenes.
Mm-hmm. You don't see them adding it to the game.
Not the entire thing.
The fact that it's short is one of its biggest shortcomings.
Yeah.
But I mean, the content itself is pretty superb. Like I was immersed in this, and like I said, I don't really care all that much for Metal Gear. I mean, unless you count Metal Gear Rising, I'm not really all that into Metal Gear, and yet I was in it to win it, and then it's over, and it's like, oh man,
Yeah, I
like
know.
you get that cutscene, that ending cutscene, you're like, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens next. Oh, what? And then you get credits.
That was pretty fantastic, though.
Yeah, I can't even show footage of it because it's it's crazy spoilers. But I mean,
Yeah, it's
there is a
adult
lot of
content.
payoff, and it's adult content.
Yeah.
But it really does set you up for wanting to play Metal Gear 5, and if that's the point, then it succeeds. Let's talk about the side missions. Did you do a lot of them?
No, I did 3 of them.
I did most of them. There's some cool variations on the first mission. Some of them are in the daytime. What missions did you do?
Destroy the anti-air.
Yeah, that's the one I did.
weapons.
That's the one where I set up Ride of the Valkyries on the little iDroid that he has, and then just went to town and started shooting like crazy.
Find somewhere safe to rest. I'll give you a chance to apply first aid.
There is a one where you have to rescue a hostage and you're sitting in in a helicopter. That's a pretty cool mission, and the reveal at the end of that is pretty badass. But it was really cool. And so there is variation in the missions at least. But for me, I just once I did each one, I didn't really have interest in doing them again. I wanted new stuff to do, not so much to I'm not a huge fan of doing trials.
Yeah, that's why in like the Arkham games, when they give you that simulator, I did it like once or twice, and I went back to the actual game.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not really one for trials, and that's kind of how this game just feels like a giant trial mission. Like best your time or find new ways, and it can be fun. But for me, it wasn't really. There wasn't enough substance. I imagine that if you're into Metal Gear, like you'd get a lot more out of it. But you're telling me that you particularly weren't super into it either.
Yeah, I wanted to play it. I wanted to see what it had. I got it. I feel like I'm ready for Phantom Pain now.
Yeah, you like what you got,
Hmm.
but you wish there was more, just like me.
Yeah.
Essentially. What else is there to talk? I mean, like there's so little here that I really can't draw this out very much. I mean, we explained the mechanics; they're great. The story is awesome for what there is. I mean, I wish I could understand it better personally. And there's a ton of stuff to collect, so that'll keep you busy.
Yeah, I don't know. For being such a small game, you can't really say more about it without like spoilers. Yeah.
I think the game shows incredible promise for the Phantom Pain for Metal Gear 5, and I think it's a lot of fun. And if you're I mean, you might want to beat your score or try to go about it a new way or explore the area. It wasn't engaging enough for me as someone who's not invested in the series to give it more than one or two goes. I would say if this was $20, I'd probably be more than okay with it.
Hmm.
I would pay 20 for it, and I probably wouldn't have any regrets. And by the way, we didn't even talk about the visuals. The game looks pretty as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
Seriously, the reflections, the water, the way he glistens in the water.
Yeah. All I kept saying to myself was, "Is this real life?"
Is this real life?
Yeah.
Why don't you give me your final thoughts on it?
The game, solid.
No pun intended.
Oh, there you go. The game's good. The new mechanics they added for it, really, really good. The button placement is a lot better than what most Metal Gear games are. There's too many commands cramped into a single button in the old ones. With how far we've come as a human race, and everything seems to be in its own place, and it's really
Comfortable.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
really comfortable.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
like I had that same thing. Like I said, I felt comfortable. When I fucked up, I knew it was because I did the wrong thing, and not because I pressed the wrong button. What else? What do you think of the story?
The story was fantastic for the little it had, but the little it had gave you a huge splash, not a tiny ripple. It gave you a big effect, and it's really leaving you like mouth watering for Phantom Pain.
Seriously, I don't know what, like I want the Phantom Pain now. I want it right now.
Yeah, me too.
What would you say? Would you pay full price for this? Would you wait for a price drop, or would you rent it or skip it?
Just because I like Metal Gear, I want to buy it and own like physical copy. And I'd like the price to be lower, but
you're cool with paying for it where it is now.
I'm fine just to be able to own it and have it on display. I wouldn't even open it. I would just keep it there.
And you would buy the digital copy of it, and then that's essentially $60 total.
There you go. That's me.
Yeah, hey, I can't quite agree with that, but I can see where you're coming from. So for non-Metal Gear fans, price drop. For people that like it, just you're gonna want to get it anyways. I can't wait for the Phantom Pain. That to me looks like it's gonna be amazing. And then hopefully it comes here soon, because this is a tiny morsel for me. So yeah,